Hey everybody, it's Taven81 right here, and before my very eyes right here, I have another toy review. So as you see right in front of you guys, I have the Power Rangers Dino Charge Megazord. This series of Power Rangers is the 22nd series overall, and it's also based off the Super Sentai series Zuden Kyuranger, or Zuden Sentai Kyuranger from Japan. So this is pretty much an awesome looking Megazord. I love the Super Sentai series about it. It was pretty fun to watch. The Megazords were awesome, or mechas as they're called. Yeah, I enjoyed the whole thing, and I'm just, kind of twisting the box around, just giving you guys a little look-see. This is pretty much the box. As you see, it's already in its Zord form, but when you take it apart, it has three separate pieces: the Tyrannosaurus Megazord, the Stegosaurus, and also the Tricerazord, or Triceratops Sword. But in Japan, well, in Super Sentai, they're known for their names. So Gabutera is the Tyrannosaurus, Stegachi is the Stegosaurus, and Dricera is the Triceratops. So that's pretty cool. And it also comes with a little battery right here, if you guys can see. I'll get more into that once I take it out of the box and get the Zords in their Zord form, or the dinosaur form. But the artwork is pretty cool. I love the stuff that how much detail went into this. So, and on the back, it just, shows you the Zord together. That the art is really cool right here. That's pretty cool, but too bad they don't actually look like that. As you can see in the back too, it has like Zord builders. Like, it tells you what you can connect with the Megazord, and I'll get a lot into that when we get further into the video. And also on the side right here, if you don't have the app, I don't know if it's for I think it's for all Apple products and Android products. So if you want to download this app, and you can scan your Dino Charger, or the Energem as it's called, you can scan that, and it'll refer you to what Ranger belongs to. I won't do that in this video. I'll just go ahead and give a whole layout of just pretty much how it happens. And I do not have the Morpher, guys. I'm so sorry. This video will be sponsored by Kmart, because Kmart sent this to me in a package I received the other day. I'm very happy that I got recognized by them, and in future videos they will more than likely be sponsored by Kmart. But yeah, let's get down to it, and let's open up this box and let's see what we have. Alright guys, so right here I took everything out of the box and stuff, and I pretty much put everything back into their original Zord form. So all the Dino Zords are in the Zord form. But let's start off with the the simple ones, which would be the arms. This is the Triceratops Megazord. In the Super Sentai series, it's known as Dricera. It's powered by the Kiryu Pink. And in Power and Dino Charge, it's the Pink Rangers, the Pink Dino Charge Ranger is her Megazord. It's so many references you have to do. So let's start off, with the legs. You can see that they don't really turn. You can only articulate them to a certain position. Because of the peg pieces right here, you can't move the front legs, that way. Forward, they only go back. They only do like half of a turn, and that's the same. But the back legs, they do almost the same way in general too. So there's not really much you can do with it, other than the mouth opening as such. The back pieces, the drill or the tail, it comes off to combine with the Megazord. You can use it for on anything, I believe. On any of the other Megazords or Zord pieces. But yeah, like as you can see, they didn't really do like a big paint job to it. They only paint certain areas, such as the eyes. They gave it color. the nose and horn and the tip of the mouth, and the horns up top, and then right here on the legs and the tail. So they didn't really do that, but they made sure, you know, they wanted you to make sure that it was a Megazord. So they add like these little indentation marks and stuff like that to symbolize that it is, you know, a mecha and stuff like that. So, I mean, other than that, it's okay. I wish I had the actual Sentai version of it to do a comparison, but I believe it might be the same thing. But other than that, I like it. If you have the battery for it, which is this thing right here, in the Sentai it's known as the Zudenshi, and in the Americanized version, well, Saban version, it's known, I believe, as just a charger or an energem or something like that. So you have like this little spring at the bottom. If you push it forward, so you make sure the tail's in, you put your little battery in here as such, and the tail will burst right out. So, you know, pretty much giving it that life in a way, because some of the Sentai and also the Saban version do the same thing. So yeah, that's really nothing you can do. I mean, to get the battery out, it's the same thing. You have to do that to push it out, and there goes the battery. So not really much you can do with it. And then once you wind the piece up, make sure to push the tail back in. So we can move on to the Stegosaurus Megazord, or it's known as Dagachi. It's powered by the Kyrie Ranger Blue in the Sentai, and in Saban version, it belongs to the Blue Dino Charge Ranger. Same thing as the Triceratops Megazord. There's really nothing really fancy about it, other than the again, the back piece, the tail piece comes off, and there's little peg holes right there, so you're able to get it in. Same thing, little wind right there to push forward. There's really nothing special with it. The legs do the same thing that the Triceratops Megazord does. They only go to a certain distance when you articulate them a certain way. The same thing also with the battery. You push it in right there, and out comes a little spike to add to an extra plate or whatever. Not really nothing fancy, but you know, it'll do. And again, the little indentation marks all right here, symbolizing that it is mechanical and stuff like that. So that's all that there is to say about the arm pieces. But other than that, I mean, when they're in their Zord forms, they look pretty cool. Just you guys think so? So let's move on right here to the big guy, the one everyone loves. In the Sentai version, he's known as Gabutera, but in the Saban version, he is known as the Tyrannosaurus Megazord, also known as the you know, the Rex, if you want to call it the Rex Megazord, or Tyrannosaurus Rex, or Tyrannozord. You know, I'm still saying it from Dino Thunder, how they're going to call it the Tyrannozord or stuff like that. But, who cares, right, guys? So if you do the same thing with the battery, remember the battery flips in different ways. I guess that means dinosaur form. That means half, and I think that means to combine. I'm not really sure. But if you face it this way, pop right in, and you would see that. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Bam, his little scales on the back will rise up, and that gives him life, and he'll do whatever he wants to do, because he's the Tyrannosaurus Megazord. But being the body, he does have a lot more things to do. As you can see, his head can do like a full 360, and it also detaches. So when you go ahead, and I believe when you combine them to something else, you can put other pieces on there, because it is a Zord builder. So you can pretty much add on other pieces. I believe anything before, I think anything after RPM, or not even before RPM, anything before Megaforce you can add with these. I don't have the Zord, so I can't really tell you guys. But yeah, the tail piece comes off. It slides right in once you get into Zord form. Sorry, I can get off. And see, it comes off as well. Not really much you can do there. The feet detach. They have little pegs. You can go ahead and detach them as such, but I'm not going to do it right now. But yeah, how about we just get down to it and we go ahead and we transform the Megazord. Well, into Megazord form. So what you would do is you forward, turn, twist down right there, lift up right there. There's these little spots right here at the feet where you can just slide into these little holes so they can stay together. And then you go ahead and release. Oh, now came the helmet, because the helmet's tucked in right there by the tail. You put these two pieces down. You can remove the back tail, sorry. Remove that from the back. Detail right here opens up. As you see, it's also the shield in a way. So you put it to the back right here where these little pegs are. And it's a pretty big Megazord, so I think I'm going to lift you guys up a bit. Just so you guys can get a better look at it and you guys aren't looking from a down angle. So let's lift you guys up a bit. Sorry about this, guys. Alright, hopefully that's a good angle for you guys, right? This one is huge. So let's go ahead and fix you guys correctly. Oops. There we go. So what we're going to do right here is, as you have everything else set up, you want to go ahead and we'll start with the Stegosaurus Megazord. You would first go ahead and push in the front legs. And push them in like that. And you also do it on the other side. Front to back. And you would open up the mouth. And since you don't have the battery, I mean normally the battery goes in right here. So you would go ahead, they give you peg little holes right there. So you can go ahead and snap in. So you would do that. And then we'll start with the Triceratops Megazord. It'll do the same thing. Slide in. Front to back. Open up the mouth as such. And you combine it like that. Then if you want to, this is going to act as your saber. So that piece comes up like that, as you can see. And you would do this. And then the head will pop up right there, because that's where the head hides. He's a pretty big Megazord. So then you would add this piece right there. And there you guys have it, the Dino Charge Megazord. As you can see, it's pretty huge. I believe it's at least 12 inches high, I believe. I'm not really sure. But yeah, he is a pretty big Megazord, just for his size alone. And as I said before, that they are Zord builders, so you can go ahead and you can combine other pieces with them to create, you know, other combinations. And I know they are coming out with other Megazord forms for Dino Charge, or Dino Supercharge, as it's called. But we get more into that as time progresses. If you guys like this, please subscribe to my channel. As I said before, this video was sponsored by Kmart, and I thank Kmart for sending this to me, and I would love to do more videos based on that. Based on any type of toy reviews or whatever they would like to send me, such as toys or games or whatever. I'll do reviews on those. But yeah, I would love to thank Kmart for sending me this toy. If you guys like this, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the series that's happening right now. Do you like compared to the Super Sentai series, or do you prefer the Saban series based on it? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, guys, and I'll catch you guys later.